Now we are talking about Mughal emperors. So the first one is Babur. Now Babur, 1526 to 1530, as the Mughal emperor. Now in 1526, he defeated Ibrahim Lodi in Panipat's first battle. Ibrahim Lodi and also the supporters, Afghan supporters. Afghans always created problem from Mughal emperors. Now second one is Rana Sangram Singh Rana Sanga, and in the fight of Khanwa. Khanwa is a Bharatpur district. It is Bharatpur district near of Rajasthan. Khanwa. First Ibrahim Lodi, then Rana Sanga. In 1528, they defeated Rajputs at Chanderi, and this is at the Ashoknagar district of Madhya Pradesh in India, and it is situated at a distance of 127 km from Shivpuri and 37 km from Lalitpur. So 1528. So these are the three dates we have to remember. Okay, Mughal emperor. So the Agra and Delhi, he established the control. Babur. Please remember, Babur. Now he was just 12 years. He was just 12 years when he was ruling. He started ruling Farghana, and he has to run from there because of the invasion from the Uzbeks, one tribe related to Mongols, and then finally he captured Kabul after so many years, and then he defeated. After getting Kabul, he entered the subcontinent. Actually, he was in subcontinent, but near part, and finally he defeated Ibrahim Lodi. Humayun. Now Humayun, he started with 1530 to 1540, but there is a gap of 15 years, and then from 1556 to 1556, only 1 year. So this is 15 years of gap, and this has come from Sher Shah Suri. Now Sher Shah Suri, he's also called as Sher Khan. He defeated Humayun two times, one at Chausa, one at Kannauj. Now let me tell you before that Humayun actually divided all these inheritance what he got. He equally almost, but there was Mirza Kamran. He is the brother of Humayun, and he was again coming with Afghans and revolting, fighting. So there are two different fights, but with the same person. Chausa is at Buxar district, Bihar, 1539, and the fight was against Sher Shah Suri, Sher Khan. And first he was defeated, means Humayun was defeated at Chausa, and second time he was defeated at Kannauj, that is the Doab of Ganga Yamuna Doab. So this is Kannauj. Let me just show you the exact part. Because in Kannauj, tripartite between Rashtrakoot and Pal and one more dynasty, that is Gurjar Pratihar, took place. Now Humayun has to flee because he lost twice, and then he got help from Safavid Shah of Iran. Safavid Shah of Iran, and this Safavid Shah or Safavid name will come again and again. So now with the help of he came back 1555, he recaptured the Delhi, but in a library he fell down off the ladder, or you can say the steps, Sidiyan, and he died. Humayun died, not in a war or a fight. Now this Sher Shah Suri is a big name because he started from a very small place, that is Bihar, very small place. He was a manager of his uncle, and then he fought. He actually Loha Lena. He took over Mughal emperorship and he defeated Humayun. You can understand that this 15 years he governed, and all the good things, administration policy he started, Akbar took it later on. Now coming to Akbar the Great. Now Akbar the Great, why we call him Akbar the Great? Because first of all, in just 13 years of age, he became the emperor, and there was a Sangrakshak, there was a you can say regent, a person who is a guardian. But in 1550 to 1570, Akbar was ready to rule the empire, and that means previously only regent Bairam Khan would take care, and there was a fight also of Panipat related to the Bairam Khan. But military campaign were lost against the Suris. Then Afghans, other Afghans, and then Malwa and Gondwana, these areas were captured. And there was Mirza Hakim. He was the half brother of Akbar, and he was always revolting against Akbar. And other Uzbeks also were coming. And this Sisodia in 1568, the Sisodia capital of this Chittor, it was captured, seized, And finally 1569 in Ranthambore. So Akbar, whenever he used to defeat, he used to take care of this thing that he never bad behave with them. 1570 to 1585. Now there were military campaigns in Gujarat. After that, he went to Bihar, Bengal, Odisha, Bihar, Bengal, Odisha. And finally, the revolt of Mirza Hakim was in between 1579 to 1580. It was complicating it. Now 1585 to 1605, the expansion again took place, and they took over Kandahar from Safavids. Also, Kashmir was taken up. This Kashmir, and then Kabul, because Mirza Hakim died, and then Berar, Khandesh, and parts of Ahmednagar when they went to the lower part, that is Deccan. Now these are two pictures, one is young Akbar, one is old Akbar. Now here the Rajkumar, his Rajkumar or his prince was Salim. And this Prince Salim, he was a rebellion, or he rebelled against Akbar. And this Salim became the future Mughal emperor called Jahangir. That is happening in the last years of Akbar reign, Akbar Shasan Kal, Akbar Samrajya. So now Akbar, he started very good, very new policies, religious also and administrative also. Mansabdari, Jagirdari system, all these Zamindari system. And whenever he used to defeat someone, they would give them autonomy sometimes, and they will never bad behave, no bad behavior. So that is why every other Shasak or chieftains, Sardars, they started respecting Mughals, that is the Akbar. And he also had a religious policy called Sulh-e-Kul. Sulh-e-Kul means only universal peace he was, because the people who are under dogma influence, they will be bigots. That is, who will just believe in everything, whatever is being said, will be Kattar, and they will harm their Samrajya. So Sulh-e-Kul, universal peace, that is how he is so much respected. Now one more thing is Abul Fazl. He has written Akbar Nama, and then in that is 3 volumes. The third volume is Aine Akbari. Everything is written there. Now coming to Jahangir. Now he actually also propelled Akbar, what Akbar was doing. And the Sisodia ruler of Mewar here, Amar Singh, he also, after a long resistance, he accepted the Mughal service. And there are certain less successful campaigns. Sikhs, Ahoms is actually northeast area. Ahmednagar, they tried, it was less successful. Now, there was also a story along Jahangir. Now Prince Khurram, who will become Shah Jahan in the later part. Now he also rebelled against Jahangir. There is one more thing, Noor Jahan. She was previously Mehrun-Nisa, wife of Jahangir. So Mehrun-Nisa, after marriage, Noor Jahan she became, and the Sikka, the coins, were showing that one was of Jahangir name, one was of Noor Jahan name. So that is how the importance of Noor Jahan in the Shasan Kal, in the administration of Jahangir is seen. Now coming to Shah Jahan. Now Shah Jahan, how do we know him? We know him about Taj Mahal. All the tourists which come to India, they will go to Taj Mahal. This is the wonder of the world. Now this is the area. He continued this Deccan Mughal campaign, and there was an Afghan Abhijat, big person, noble, Khan Jahan Lodi. He rebelled, and he was actually defeated. And then they campaigned against Ahmednagar. The Bundelas means Jhansi, Gwalior, not Gwalior, but Mahoba part of Bundelkhand, and there was Orchha just near to this, they captured. And in the northwest, they campaigned for bulk from the Uzbeks. It was unsuccessful, and also they lost Kandahar to Safavids. In 1632, Ahmednagar was finally captured, and Bijapur, there was a treaty. So forces sued for a peace. So Bijapur, there was a treaty. In 1657, 1658, and there were problems in his descendants. That is, one was Akbar, another is Dara Shikoh, and others also. So Aurangzeb finally killed all his brothers. Aurangzeb, the kid of Shah Jahan, Dara Shikoh also, Akbar's brother, but this Aurangzeb brother, Aurangzeb killed everyone. Okay. So this Aurangzeb, we are talking about 1658 to 1707. Unlike Akbar, he is somewhat very rigid and cruel. That's what we understand. So this is the Ahom region. In the northeast, Ahom region was defeated in 1663, but they again rebelled in 1680s against Aurangzeb. This is the northwest part, the Yusufzai and the Sikhs. Against them, it was temporarily successful. They were Aurangzeb and Mughal Empire. But the internal politics, the idea of its succession has changed everything. The Rathore Rajputs of Marwar, they also rebelled. The problem was when Akbar was there, whenever he used to defeat, he used to respectfully treat his opponent. But Aurangzeb, whenever he defeat, he insult those people, and he will not give the autonomy or anything land later. Means just to take land, he will not do it. One idea is of great Sardar Shivaji, great Shivaji. Now Shivaji, he was being insulted by Aurangzeb, and then he escaped from Agra and he declared that I am an independent king. And then he had all the campaigns, that is the guerrilla war, that is the Chhapamari Paddhati. He was always fighting against the Aurangzebs and the Mughal Empire. Okay, so Prince Akbar, which is coming after Aurangzeb, he also started rebelling. Okay, from he's getting the support from Maratha and Deccan Sultanate. Finally, he has to run to Safavid Iran. Now, when after this Akbar's rebellion, Aurangzeb he sent the armies for Deccan Sultanates. So Bijapur he got in 1685, Golconda in 1687, and from 1698 he actually personally went to this management of this campaign against the Marathas in Deccan, because these Marathas were doing guerrilla warfare, Chhapamari Paddhati. So this is, Jat, Sikhs, Satnami, this northeast Ahoms, Deccans in Marathas, they all were rebelling. And finally, his death, there were conflict among his sons. That is how he was the last known one.